That's about enough intro music. Where's OBS so I can make sure that everything's fine? You know what? It'll probably be fine. If the music or anything gets too loud at any point, let me know. I have the audio turned all the way up for the game because the music's kind of quiet, but you know what? In-game it's probably not as loud, so let's do that. Quiet, rather. Fuck. I can words. Streaming was definitely the right decision tonight, right? Thank you, tablet, for catching up with the rest of us. Alright. I'm gonna, you know what I'm gonna do first? I'm gonna switch the scene so that you guys can actually fucking see the game. It's a good way to start a stream. Here we go. Get that shit up. Get that shit up. Don't restart the game. Find the controller. And let's begin. Fucking streamer's curse. So, hi everyone, welcome to the stream. The reason why I decided to play this one tonight, I'm not going to stream for that long tonight, maybe 2 hours. The reason I've decided to play this one is because I didn't really get a chance to play very much of it last time on account of the errors, well not errors, the glitches we had with me not actually being able to progress. So I only really just started doing the zoom in and zoom out stuff. And now I have a pinecone buddy. Y is dance, right? Now I can do the dance of the pinecone. Very nice. Dancing for pinecones appears to just mean rolling around. So it was R was go big, L was go small. Yes, I would like to go into this small. Very nice. Now my whole lot of clover. What was talk? It was hold down right stick, right? I am Clover. Where's that ladybug? I want to be a ladybug. I could be dirt again. This is very fun. And I like it, but I want to be this plant. This one. Yes. I didn't even know that that plants had a voice. I'm a Rumex. Oh, there's exactly what I wanted. Oh, but I've already been in a ladybug. I shouldn't do that. What's the little one? Am I a stone? Hey, now I'm many stones. Nope, I'm dirt. Hello there, Kai. How are you? Ooh, what's over here? What was like go really fucking fast? Yeah, I do want to descend. Oh fuck, I can get even smaller? Oh my gosh! This is so cool! Press A is go fast, okay. Oh my gosh. Hello, I exist. I just got an achievement called that. I've got little micro buddies. What was the thought? There it is. I'm plant matter. I want to be with this guy. Oh god, if I've heard that these monologues give us VOD mutes and that, so I might try
what
and
I would call a kind of a
I didn't mean to
basic
do
problem
that.
we've got
All
to
right,
go through
philosophy
first
it is.
is to understand that there are no such things as things. That is to say, separate things. That is only a way of talking.
The fuck am I?
If you can understand this, you're going to have no further problems. I once asked a group of high school children, what do you mean by a thing? And first of all, they gave me all sorts of synonyms. They said it's an object, which is simply another word for a thing. It doesn't tell you anything
a fucking
about
sore
what you
throat?
mean by a thing. Finally, a very smart girl who was in the group said a thing is a noun. And she was quite right. A noun isn't a part of nature, it's a part of speech. There are no nouns in the physical world. There are no separate things in the physical world either. See, the physical world is wiggly. The clouds, mountains, trees, people are all wiggly. And only when human beings get working at things, they build buildings in straight lines and try and make out that the world isn't really wiggly. But here are we sitting in this room all built on straight lines, but each one of us is as wiggly as all get out.
Alright, are we done with philosophy for the time being? It looks like it. So I'm an atom now. I am an atom of silicon. Honestly, I want to get smaller than this. I want to get down to the subatomic particle level, but I'm not sure if the game allows that. What have you got to think for me? What? I'm just coming to say hello, gosh. Oh, I can descend even further? Where the fuck is this? Where the fuck is this? This is so cool! Holy fuck! I am so happy right now. Oh my gosh. Where even is this? I am sphere. There is nothing smaller than you near enough to enter. Wow. Is there anything bigger? I can get into this guy. What am I? Holy shit. I am convex stellated polyhedron. There you go. Now we know. Now. I want to be that. What is it? Are there other ones near me, or? I'm feedback sphere. Opened 1D category. Oh my Jesus, this is amazing. Is there anything smaller than me anyway? I can, what the fuck? How can I descend even further? I'm already in one dimension. What the fuck? I just got an achievement called Descender, so I assume this is as far as I can go. This is so cool. Guys, I've been ignoring you because I'm so blown away here. I'm so sorry. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for coming. You're gonna hear a lot of me just like nerding out over the cool shit you can do in this game. That's what I'm here for tonight. I'm Superstar Cluster. So I guess the further down you go, the smaller you get. Sorry, the bigger you, like it loops. Once you get too small, you become big. So if I ascend, presumably I'll end up back in shape space. Yeah, there we are. Oh, this is so cool. Who can I see? Hello, Comrade, Gopher, Kai. Calvin, anyone else who's here and lurking or that I missed, welcome to the stream. This is everything, and as you can see, they really did make everything. Well, probably not everything, but they did their damnedest to get there. How am I today? Well, I'm happy that it's Friday night and that it's a long weekend. Not so happy that I didn't make it to the gym. But that's okay. What are we now? I feel like we're playing Mario Galaxy here. How's everyone in chat? You guys doing good? Can I dance? Oh wait, no, of course I can't dance. I want to collect more star friends. Star friends. Alright, now can I dance? Yes! Is that a black hole? Do you see it, guys? Maybe. Go for you, have a smoothie! You finally have your smoothie! Kai, your back feels better? That's some good news. Com, you're okay when you woke up, but now you're not so okay? I'm trying to understand emote language for a streamer that I don't follow. What's this? I hope everyone likes this star field because we're not going to be leaving it anytime soon. Oh, hello. Yes, I would like to talk to you. You reflect yourself over and over, a great mirror moving through space. All these stars are your brothers and sisters. I'm Spiral Galaxy. Guys, how is the volume compared to my voice? Shall we do some more philosophy? I'm a lenticular galaxy. Get ourselves a nice VOD mute? Yeah, let's get a nice VOD mute. Getting hold of the wiggly world.
Now then, when you want to get control of something that wiggles, it's pretty difficult, isn't it? You try and pick up a fish in your hands, and the fish is wiggly and it slips out. What do you do to get hold of the fish? You use a net. And so the net is the basic thing we have for getting hold of the wiggly world. A net is something regular. And I can number the holes in a net. So many holes up, so many holes across.
Game.
And if I can number these holes, I can count.
Is that a crash?
Exactly where each wiggle is in terms of a hole in that net.
Well,
but in order to do that, I've got to break up the wiggle into bits.
The monologue.
I've got to call this a specific bit, and this the next bit of the wiggle, and this the next bit, and this the next bit of the wiggle. And so these
So we got to listen to it.
are things which I mark out in order to talk about the wiggle, in order to measure it, and therefore in order to control it. But in nature, in fact, in the physical world, the wiggle isn't bitted. So the world doesn't come thing. You and I are all as much continuous with the physical universe as a wave is continuous with the ocean. The ocean waves, and the universe peoples. And as the wave, I wave at you and say, you! The world is waving at me with you. And saying, hi, I'm here.
Well, it's not doing shit for me at the moment.
But the way we feel and sense our existence, being based on a myth that we are made, that we are parts, that we are things, our consciousness has been influenced.
Dude, stop talking.
So that each one of us does not feel that.
I need to reload.
We
Are you
feel
done?
we have been hypnotized. hypnotized, literally hypnotized by social convention into feeling and sensing that we exist only inside our skins. That we are not the original bang, but just something out on the end of it. And therefore we are scared stiff. My wave is going to disappear. And I'm going to die.
I don't need to hear this while the game's crashed. We done? I can reload? Hooray, guys, we're going to die, but I have the opportunity to reload the game, so everything comes out basically even. All I had to do was press escape and it just fully crashed the game out. I wonder if there's autosave at any point or if I'm going to be back as a pine cone. Let's find out. The audio is still fairly good. Are there subtitles? This seems to be a good time to check. Oh no, it saved at some point. Holy crap, 42 things. There's that answer to the universe and everything. How do I get to options? It must be when I actually go into the game that I get that menu, maybe? Alright, so we've lost a little progress, but not very much. Settings. Any subtitles for me? Yes, we do. Nice. There you go, Gopher. Subtitles should be on now. And there's a black hole. That's what I was heading towards, so let's go there first this time. If everything were really to see itself as everything, space would no longer exist, time would stop moving forward, and all sound would be silent. This is what we all return to. I hope you were prepared for some existentialism when you came to this stream tonight. What button am I aiming for? Holy shit. I'm dark matter. How's the brightness, guys? You're a fractal called here, and now in a universe of math and music. You're perfect. Did you hear that, chat? You're perfect, each and every one of you. I'm a pulsar. Go for these kinds of thoughts are reminding you of crackpot emails you get from people with physics theories. I bet they have a really high level of education in physics too, right? Is the audio still okay? Because it's really loud in my ears. Everything is different and all things are the same. There can be nowhere to go because you're everywhere. The process will keep going and staying still at the same time. Bit loud but not too loud. This part is supposed to be loud, yeah. Life is always fair. It can't be any other way. Only it might not always look that way from your point of view. I made friends with another star. Now we can do a star dance. I'm a planetary system. Oh, I am too. I can see the planets orbiting. You guys might not be able to see. I'm not sure how much detail the stream is sending through. But yeah. I can descend from here. Yeah, let's go down to the next level. Now I'm in the solar system. Nice. I guess we better listen to Dude. Make sure those subtitles are working. Oh, it's getting hold of the wiggly world again. Fuck. We already listened to that one. Let's go to all the planets, though. Hey, is this Earth? It's only the one Earth. Can't make friends with anyone. But we've got a moon. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not Earth. It's Green Planet. And this is a ring planet, presumably. Ringed sand planet. Neat. Gopher, have you got any particularly interesting, just completely out there theories? Like ones that would be funny even to someone who didn't know very much about physics? I don't know very much about physics. Everything is all systems in greater and smaller orders. The cause of each motion is nowhere to be found, only the effects, each thing an expression of another, and that other an expression of yet more. That means absolutely nothing. Well done. Extremely grade A bullshit. As an arts degree student, I commend you. Ringed rock planet. Gopher, how many people would you say email you like that? You know, people that are just like, physics is wrong, the earth is hollow, and so forth, and such things. A lot of people claiming they can generate anything from nothing. Well, if they can, could you let them know to let everyone else know so that we can stop using fossil fuels? That'd be awesome. There are no such things as things. You're thinking this, not me. You're thinking this, not me. Are you a tiny planet? Or are you an asteroid? Like once or twice a month, someone is like, by the way, your physics is wrong. Yeah, I can see how that would get tiresome pretty quickly. I hope everyone is enjoying space. This reminds me of the level in We Love Katamari, where you have to roll up the solar system. This game actually reminds me quite a bit of We Love Katamari, in that you're just rolling around. You're not exactly rolling up things, but you are rolling around and collecting things. I've been a mesoplanet. Let's collect that one. Hey, now we're friends. Let's dance. Rolling around like a wooloo, yes. I can't stop saying it as wooloo, even though it's almost certainly supposed to be wooloo. What are you up there? Oh, what are you over here? It's probably literally just another talking segment. I think people just want to believe in things that are more exciting than the mundane. That's really what it is. They just want... What have we got here? Thoughts are the friction between things and other things. Thoughts would never exist if everything thought it was the same thing. As you go around listening to things, their thoughts will make impressions on your mind. When you go out and experience life, you will have your own thoughts, and they will reflect the things you've listened to and absorbed. Give thinking a go. Just try not to take it too seriously. When the eye is lit up, think by pressing A. What the hell? Them, but it stunk the right then go around saying, we don't know anything about it, we've been together for a while, but... Are these planets, like, having a breakup? Yeah, I want to be whatever the fuck this thing was that just spoke to me. Oh shit, what? Can really zoom around in this guy. These, like, shards? Yeah, asteroids. Opened SSSB category. Gopher, do you know what SSSB stands for? Is it something to do with, like, asteroids? I'm just gonna go ahead and assume it's to do with asteroids. The new gym leader in Pokemon is called Milo, further proving its superiority to hot chocolate. Maybe all the gym leaders will be named after beverages. Did anyone think about that? No, you only think about yourself. I swear to God, if this is Wiggly World and I've come all the way out here for nothing, there's going to be trouble. Oh, it is Wiggly World. I guess we have to listen to this one again because it crashed halfway through. Alright.
Now then, when you want to get control of something that wiggles, it's pretty difficult, isn't it? You try and pick up a fish in your hands, and the fish is wiggly and it slips out. What do you do to get hold of the fish? You use a net. And so the net is the basic thing we have for getting hold of the wiggly world. A net is something regular. And I can number the holes in a net. So many holes up, so many holes across. And if I can number these holes, I can count exactly where each wiggle is in terms of a hole in that net. But in order to do that, I've got to break up the wiggle into bits. I've got to call this a specific bit, and this the next bit of the wiggle, and this the next bit, and this the next bit of the wiggle. And so these bits are things which I mark out in order to talk about the wiggle, in order to measure it, and therefore in order to control it. But in nature, in fact, in the physical world, the wiggle isn't bitted. So the world doesn't come thing. You and I are all as much continuous with the physical universe as a wave is continuous with the ocean. The ocean waves, and the universe peoples. And as the wave, I wave at you and say, you! The world is waving at me with you, and saying, hi, I'm here. But the way we feel and sense our existence, being based on a myth that we are made, that we are parts, that we are things,
Are
our
you a thing,
consciousness
chat?
has been influenced so that each one of us does not feel that. We feel we have been hypnotized, literally hypnotized, by social convention into feeling and sensing that we exist only inside our skins, that we are not the original bang, but just something out on the end of it. And therefore we are scared stiff. Because my wave is going to disappear. And I'm going to die. And that would be awful.
It's a sand planet, but I want to go into the moon. Guess it's still bigger than we are? Maybe we can't go onto the moons. I want to be a moon. I guess that kind of makes sense. It doesn't want us to take the moon off away from the planet. This is just No Man's Sky. I disagree. In No Man's Sky, you can do things. In this, all you can do is explore. I should probably go back to being a planet at some point, hey? But what sort of planet? I could be a sand planet. Maybe I could find an Okapi to be again. That'd be nice. A ringed planet? That'd be cool. Why am I all alone? Only you have an answer to that one. Oh, it's a dwarf planet again. Alright, let's go back to the sun. And then use that as a jumping off point to get to... Sand planet. There we go. And onto the sand planet we go. Nice. I just got an achievement called Scale Cyclist, which I'm going to assume is to do with the fact that I got all the way back here the other direction. Oh, what are these little guys? I'm an acacia. But I don't want to be an acacia. I want to be an armadillo. Are those armadillos? Because I really want to be that. Where are they gone? They are. Ah yes, the camel animations. Coconut tree. Alright, good, good. Now how do I get to... Yes, armadillo. Yes! Oh my god, look at its eyes. This armadillo's been taking whatever that horse from yesterday was taking. I wonder if that's a legitimate armadillo noise. Oh, they bounce. Oh, can I think? No. Guys, how many armadillos do you think I could find? Hey to loading. And Ash, I assume you're around as well. Hop, 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 hop. Here in the desert, an old black-spined Agavi like me only has the wind to keep me company. And it keeps telling me how much it hates me. Jeez, the wind is an asshole. You know, I could get around much faster if I was a tree, but I don't want to get around faster. I want to be a zebra. But I want to be more than one zebra. Conveniently, there are some zebras nearby. Have I been a camel yet? No. What a noise. I am camel. Apparently. What are these little fellas? Yeah. Is this goat? It's goat! Yes! Hey. Calm, that is perfect. That is exactly how it sounded. So, okay, back to the gym leader for a second, right? Back to the new gym leader. Why is it a child's body on a man's head? And not like any man, like a man who has been lifting for 10 years, like, but like compressed into 1 week. Ooh, I want to be snack. Multi-snack. Oh, I opened the reptile category. That's exciting. Kai, you don't think that's how camels and goats travel? Well, I'm going to have to ask you if you have actually witnessed a camel or goat traveling, because otherwise you're more or less just making things up. You know, I think the makers of this game probably did a bit of research before they released it to make sure that they knew whether they were programming the right kinds of animation for motion, for the ruminants, if you will. So, you know, I feel like until I'm proven otherwise, this is exactly how camels and goats travel. I think this camel has some wisdom for me. An okapi! We return. A theory worth betting on. All right, is everyone ready to have their idea of who they are as a person, a human being, and an existence completely stomped on again? Neither am I, but let's do it anyway.
You are a fluke.
Oh, good.
You are a separate event. And you run from the maternity ward to the crematorium, and that's it, baby.
Outstanding.
Now, why does anybody think that way? There's no reason to, because it isn't even scientific. It's just a myth. And it's invented by people who wanted to feel a certain way. They want to play a certain game. Camus said there is only really one serious philosophical question, which is whether or not to commit suicide.
Oh my God, Jesus!
Should you or not commit suicide?
No, you shouldn't. Like, I'm just going to stop that right there. You definitely should not. That is not a question.
And you only go on if the game is worth the candle. Now, the universe has been going on for an incredible long time. And so, really, a satisfactory theory of the universe has to be one that's worth betting on. That's it seems to me, absolutely elementary common sense. If you make a theory
I don't think
of the
this
universe,
is fun.
which isn't
Well,
worth
the game
betting on,
is. It's just this.
Why
Just
bother?
stop
Just
talking
commit
about it. It's not an acceptable solution to any problem.
But if you want to go on playing the game, you've got to have an optimal theory for playing the game.
This goat has the right idea. You just got to keep on trucking. Good on you, goat, for teaching us the real way. Instead of dipshit philosophy professor. Now, I don't know anything about Camus' philosophy, but I do know that there's a certain, like, how do you put this? Was that a tumbleweed? I want to be that. There's like a stereotype. No, I don't want to be camel. I want to be tumbleweed. It's better. Excellent. I know there's a certain what's the word I'm looking for here again? Stereotype, that's the one, about people who read Camus being like all overly like pensive for no reason. Long before tumbleweeds were around, far back through time, all plants were the same thing. A something that spread into every plant everywhere. A something all plants still share here and now. You may find you aren't just tumbleweed, but every plant in existence, an expression of this great pattern known as plants. Everything secretly knows this, and you know it too. Join with the same things of the same category. Switch flock mode by holding this? Oh, similar. Okay. So now I can like... Holy shit. Oh my god, I can get all of these things together. This is a really fast way to grab stuff. Also, fucking hell, look, I have an entire oasis now. I can just up and relocate the oasis to wherever I fucking want it to be. Yeah, the tumbleweeds were the first accurate animations. We need to find Wooloo. So, so that we can see it rolling around correctly as well. Also, how good is Wooloo's description? Where it's just like, it hates any kind of conflict, so it rolls away if it comes into contact with any conflict. I'm just like, Wooloo, that is who I want to be as a Pokemon. Just rolling away from all my conflicts. Yep. Sign me up. How it rolls away instead of walking away. I know, it's like, y'all know that song, Fuck This Shit, I'm Out? It's a good song. Bit of a meme song. I want to be a lot of plants all at the same time. I'm a cactus. That makes me happy. I wonder how many things I can collect before I crash the game again. Let's find out. Nowhere to keep me, only the right, then go around saying, we don't know that. Good thoughts. I wonder if there's a limit to how many things I can join with. I'm still too pissed at that guy for talking about suicide to talk to him again, so he can just sit there and be alone. Oh, I got a baobab. Very nice. I don't know, Com, I think being happy is a hard thing. Like, let's talk a little bit first about the language involved there. So, yeah, I'm not going to read that out loud. I'm the most worried about other camels gossiping about me and then worrying that they never even think of me. Now that's a mood. So, let's talk a little bit about language and language of emotions. So, language of emotions is pretty specific to different languages. So the languages, the words, that we have for certain emotions are different in English compared to, for instance, Japanese, which is the only other language that I speak with a sufficient amount of knowledge to speak on it. I think I've reached the maximum amount of trees that I can be. So there are feelings that I have when I'm speaking Japanese that I don't have. How do I let go of things again? Is it Y? No, this is dance, but let's dance anyway. Oh, it's B. Okay, that makes sense. Probably faster actually for me to just swap into something else that I want to be. There we go. So when I'm speaking Japanese, I have feelings that are different to feelings that I have in English. I don't know if that necessarily makes sense. But, you know, there's words that don't exist in English. And happiness is a weird one. Because it's... I mean, you can't be happy all the time. But people are always saying that they want to be happy. So I guess... if I had to say... if someone asked me, do I want to be happy? I'd be like, well, I'd want to be in a situation where I could be happy a lot of the time. I think for me, rather than trying to find happiness, I'm a bit like, am I enjoying what I'm doing right now? Yes. Is what I'm doing right now hurting me in any way? No. Well, then this is a pretty good thing to be doing. Would I like to be doing something else? Maybe yes, maybe no. Hey, I'm a fox! Fuck! No, fuck, I don't want to be anything else. I just want to be the fox. Oh, hey, the game listened to me. It let me just be the fox. That's awesome. How are your eyes looking, fox? Yep, seems to be about right. Just gonna collect some camel bodyguards. Don't mind me. All right, I think I'm done being animals. I want to be a I want to be rocks. Lots of rocks. Oh, hello. What have you got for me? As you experience all of the universe's things, each thing also experiences you. Things leave their mark on you as you leave your mark on things. And somewhere inside you is an impression of everything you've ever been. A great memory of things you can revisit any time and feel what it's like to be them again. You are always free to transform yourself into anything. Oh, sweet. Hold right to bring up a transformation menu. Okay, yeah, I would like to be... how do I... hang on. Fuck. I didn't mean to do that. Well, I guess we're tiny now. Can I please be... how do I... this is a bit confusing. Oh, okay, that's top and bottom. And then B is... browse. X is random. Yeah, let's be something random. I'm trees. Alright. I just want to be one thing, though. There we are. I want to be a bird. Where is a bird? There's a bird. You think I have to go through narrative stuff to progress? Ugh. What if he starts talking about suicide again, though? I don't like that. I think that's even against Twitch's terms of service. So that's not really something I want to get into. What's this down here? Oh, it's just a rock. I don't need to be a rock. Everything is either a smaller coconut tree or a bigger coconut tree. There's nothing else. I'm real, right? I have to be. I've seen other baobabs and they seem kind of real and sort of look like me. Maybe they're slightly less real, though? You think it's fine since Vinny played this Internet band? Well, maybe. Even if I think he's wrong, respect the point of view. Well, see, there's points of view that are coming from a sincere place, and then there's points of view that are just coming because you want to stir trouble. Or you just want to do things like, I'm just being devil's advocate. Like, I'm not saying I want to be devil's advocate, I'm just saying that's what they're saying. And thoughts can cause damage. Thoughts can cause harm. Like, thoughts aren't just for fun. Especially if you voice those thoughts out loud. Let me give you some advice my father gave me. Don't let anyone tell you what to don't, except for me, my son. I'm not sure what it means, but I'm still here, so that should tell you everything you need to know. I'm not sure that it does, but alright. Alright. Symptomatic of the scheme of things. Don't be an asshole this time.
If there is any such thing at all as intelligence, and love and beauty. Well, you found it in other people. In other words, it exists in us as human beings.
Oh, I can climb the...
And as I said, if it is there in us, it is symptomatic of the scheme of things. We are as symptomatic of the scheme of things as the apples are symptomatic of the apple tree or the rose of the rose bush. The earth is not a big rock infested with living organisms, any more than your skeleton is bones infested with cells. The earth is geological, yes, but this geological entity grows people. And our existence on the earth is a symptom of the solar system and its balances, as much as the solar system in turn is a symptom of our galaxy. And our galaxy in its turn is a symptom of the whole company of galaxies. Goodness only knows what that's in.
I'm living it. Are you living it? I feel like fan palms are better at living it than hardy bananas. Well, I'm sure the hardy bananas would have something to say about that. I want to be this extremely big rock. Perhaps I should start at being a slightly smaller rock. Yes. Or several. You're right, Gopher. There are some biomes I haven't seen yet. Maybe I should try and check one of those out. I want to get back to being really big again, but it might be easier to go via being very small. Hey, I'm a shell. That's awesome. I actually want to switch this back to being the same. I'm a whelk. Now I'm going to be... Well, I can't be one of them. No, I don't want to do that. God damn it. Descend. Good. The hell is that? Is that a... Hang on. Do you see it? That little statue or whatever it is? That looks like a... I'm dead grass. Sounds about right. Yeah, this. Is that a fertility goddess statue? That might be boobs. Guys, if this is boobs, you're gonna have to be very, mature for about 10 seconds. Oh yeah, that's boobs. Yep. Just gonna roll that around. Oh, there we go. I can roll it behind this, this grass so that you can't see anything. I'm Venus. Holy shit. Oh no, a butt. Oh no, a butt. I can descend again. Good. And we're back to being like a freaking bacterium or some shit. What are you, giant object? I'm pollen. You're exactly right, Gopher. Oh, this is a piece of a shell. For absolute sure. Yeah, sand grain. What's this? What's this, buddy? More sand? Oh, of course, because sand comes in many different shapes. Well, the grains come in many different shapes. one system of behavior. Ugh, guys, I'm too practical for this philosophical stuff.
When, as a scientist, you describe the behavior of a living organism, you try to say what a person does. It's the only way in which you can describe what a person is. Describe what they do. Then you find out that in making this description, you cannot confine yourself to what happens inside the skin. In other words, you can't talk about a person walking unless you start describing the floor. Because when I walk, I don't just dangle my legs in empty space. I move in relationship to a room. And so in order to describe what I'm doing when I'm walking, I have to describe the room. I have to describe the territory. So in describing my talking at the moment, I can't describe this just as a thing in itself, because I'm talking to you. And so what I'm doing at the moment is not completely described unless your being here is described also. So if that is necessary, if in other words, in order to describe my behavior, I have to describe your behavior and the behavior of the environment, it means that we've really got one system of behavior. That what I am involves what you are. I don't know who I am unless I know who you are. And you don't know who you are unless you know who I am. In other words, we're not separate. We define each other. We're all backs and fronts to each other. We and our environment, and all of us and each other, are interdependent systems. We know who we are in terms of other people. We all lock together. And this is, again and again, the serious scientific description of how things happen. And any good scientist knows that what you call the external world is as much you as your own body.
I am so many bacteria right now. Anyone here got a weak immune system? Let me just sidle up to you real quick. Oh, we're atoms again? I don't want to be silicon. Can I be a different sort of atom? Can I be like iron? That would be cool. What are these red ones? Oh, there's something else over here. Cool. Tell me those grey ones aren't kebabs. No, no, no. They're some sort of bacterium. In fact, I recognize them. I've studied them. I just don't remember what they are now, of course. Didn't I say I was resistant to pretentious stuff? Well, it's, I don't know, like, I reserve the right to be hypocritical and change my mind about who I am or what I like. Hi, Streamer's Curse. Fuck that name. I was wondering where you'd got to. By now you've been able to see a lot here, but not everything. When you first arrived here, there was a golden object in front of you. Do you remember it? I do. It might feel distant now, but it's still there. This is a gate made by things who weren't able to see how you see. Many things entered it, but weren't able to come back out, so we kept it locked. I'm going to open it for you, but it's up to you if you want to enter. Good luck, and take care. Return to where you began. You can now descend into the Golden Gate. Fuck. I've got no idea how to get back there. Is this a bacteria? Like a big fuck off bacteria or a virus? I want to look at this triangle thing. Oh no, this is fucking pollen again. Telodig, what is a tardigrade? Just ascend 2 levels of space is fine. I haven't danced in a while. This game is telling me off for not dancing. Well, look, the pollen don't really dance that excitingly. Oh, it's another sand grain. Okay, cool. Oh, hello. What are you? Are you like a fucking tick or something awful? You totally are, aren't you? No, fuck off! God damn it! And it's the boobs. It's fine though, it's Venus. Totally legit. Now, is that little bug still around? Because I want it. Ugh. Oh no, he's right here. Cool. What are you, buddy? Are you a tick? Are you a sand flea? Have you got any other friends around? Are you all by your lonesome? I'm a soil mite. Interesting. Now these look like fish, but that can't be right. What are you little guys? A protozoan. That makes sense. I thought I saw a protozoan before, but apparently not, because I hadn't had the category open. Alright, let's talk to Mr. Pretentious Philosophy Man. You know, I used to be super into philosophy when I was in high school, and then gradually as I got older, I was like, I don't have time for this shit.
Your skin doesn't separate you from the world. It's a bridge through which the external world flows into you.
It's not supposed to work like
and
that.
You flow into it. Just, for example, as a whirlpool in water, you could say because you have a skin, you have a definite shape, you have a definite form. The whirlpool is a definite form, but no water stays put in it. The whirlpool is something the stream is doing. And exactly the same way, the whole universe is doing each one of us. And I see you today, and I recognize you tomorrow, just as I would recognize a whirlpool in a stream. I'd say, oh yes, I've seen that whirlpool before. It's just near so-and-so's house on the edge of the river, and it's always there. So in the same way, when I meet you tomorrow, I recognize you. You're the same whirlpool you were yesterday. But you're moving. The whole world is moving through you. All the cosmic rays, all the food you're eating, the stream of steaks and milk and eggs and...
Milk steak?
Everything is just flowing right through you. When you're wiggling the same way, the world is wiggling, the stream is wiggling you.
The stream is wiggling me?
But the problem is, you see, we haven't been taught to feel that way. The myths underlying our culture and underlying our common sense have not taught us to feel identical with the universe, but only parts of it, only in it, only confronting it. Aliens.
Aliens?
And we are, I think, quite urgently in need of coming to feel that we are the eternal universe, each one of us. Otherwise, we're going to go out of our heads. We're going to commit suicide, collectively, courtesy
are
of
we?
H-bombs.
Are you sure?
And, all right, supposing we do, well, that will be that, and it'll be life making experiments on other galaxies. Maybe they'll find a better game.
I found a lot of shapes while he was waffling. Oh, what are these guys? Oh, I've already got one of those. Oh, I haven't got one of these. Go for your YouTube recommendation. Oh, it's okay. I'm just seeing Your YouTube recommendations had a video for how to make fried milk. Well, you can't just leave us hanging like that. How do you make fried milk? Nice. I agree, Com. That's why I came back here. I was like, I would like to see some trippy shapes for a bit. Oh, I like that one. Hang on. Yeah, those. It is real difficult to tell where you are and what the fuck you're doing when you're this size and existence. guess that this is not really how humans are meant to experience the world, right? So it stands to reason that I'm having trouble navigating it. Milk, lemon rind, sugar, and cornstarch. Chill, batter, and fry. That sounds... It does sound like it wouldn't be horrible. But at the same time, I don't know that I'd want to be eating it myself. Oh, we've got one of those. Let's collect some more buddies. It's a French thing? Fascinating. We got one of these. Oh, what are you? Seriously, what the fuck are you? You're amazing. Things that happen to us.
I wonder if it's ever struck you how curious a thing it is that most of the things that we experience, we regard as things that happen to us, which we ourselves do not originate, which are events expressing some sort of power or activity that is external to ourselves. And if you consider that, you realize that what you mean by yourself is rather narrowly circumscribed. Even events that go on in our own bodies are put in the category of things that happen to us in the same way as things that go on in the world outside our skins. If there's a thunderstorm or an earthquake, well, it happens to you. You're not responsible for it. But so in the same way, when you have hiccups, you didn't plan on it. If you have belly rumbles, you had no intention of doing it. And as to the catastrophic act of getting born, well, you had nothing to do with that.
Jesus.
And you can spend all your life blaming your parents for putting you in the situation in which you find yourself.
All right. Game
And
gave
this
me permission.
way of looking at the world in this sort of passive mood as something that happens to you goes right down to our general feeling about life. It goes down to the way in which we have been accustomed to look at human existence as a precarious event in a cosmos that, on the whole, is depicted as being completely unsympathetic and alien to our existence.
Hey, I found the Higgs boson. Guys, someone call CERN. I found it. Oh, sweet. This is making unlocking galaxies much, much easier. I'm an irregular galaxy. I want to be this galaxy. Yeah, that one. Holy shit, this is so pretty! I've been so many stars already. Ashmeln, there's a bunch of cultures that have a fried milk? Interesting. What are you? So Gopher, I'm curious. If you didn't have to think about, say, employability, which branch of physics would you study? If you didn't have to think about anything except what interests you the most. That's what I want to be. want to be this planet. I am Rock Planet. Yes, let's descend onto Rock Planet. This is false advertising. There are trees here. What's this? Another type of rock? But a pretty rock. White rock. You do particle physics? That's what your bachelor's was on? Yeah. What's, how do I put this? What sort of thing, how would you explain that to a layperson, what particle physics is as opposed to other types of physics? Collect all rock? I might have collected all rock. There's a limit to how many things you can get into at once. Oh no, we can get a few more. And absolute element in the most certain and absolute element in the wind. Keep me only has the desert and an old rock like rocks gossiping. Whatever being I am, it's not very intelligent. Hi there, Necro. Hope you're having a good day. We are exploring and also listening to some pretentious philosophy. I'm saying pretentious. The reality is that I'm tired and therefore I'm in a limited mood to humour philosophy at the moment. Alright, let's talk to this. Whatever the fuck. Not really part of all this.
If you're reared with a 20th century, or shall we say an early 20th century common sense, which is based on the philosophy of science of the 19th century. You regard yourself as an accident, biological accident, in a stupid universe, which is mechanical, but has no feelings. A vast, pointless gyration of radioactive rocks and gas in which you happen to occur. Of course, if you don't have that point of view and you are more traditional, you look upon yourself as a child of God. And therefore, under authority. In other words, there's a big boss on top of all this.
No religion in the chat, by the way, chat.
And
I'm not going to be engaging with this.
you better watch your P's and Q's, because that Almighty is looking after you. With the attitude of this is going to hurt me more than it's going to hurt you. And when you look at the world in that image, or in the other image that it's a stupid mechanism, either point of view you take, you don't really belong. You're not really part of all this. Or to put it in the strongest possible way, it is quite alien to our thought that the external world, which is defined as something that happens to you, and your body itself as something that you got caught up with, it is quite alien to consider all that as you yourself. Because you see, we have such a myopic view of what oneself is.
Alright. Now I think from being a huge rock we can ascend, right? And then I can go to a different planet type. I want to go back to green planet. Is this a green planet? Oh, Necro, that sounds so annoying. I'm so sorry that's happened to you. It's the worst when you're just trying to get the right thing, but you can't get the right thing. Alright, there's the other blue planet. Or green planet, however it wants to be called. I'm ringed ice planet. Sweet. That sounds like a good time. I wish to descend. Yes. Hey, look at this! There's northern lights! Well, I guess I don't know that it's northern lights, but there's lights in the sky. I wonder if there's penguins. Guys, this is like Subnautica Below Zero pre-stream. Opened the water category. Just these massive ice floes. Man, can you imagine the problems that this would be causing to just have ice like sweeping over the world? Oh shit. Oh, a fish. Where'd it go? Fish, come back. Fish, I want to be you. There it is. Is that a dugong? I love dugongs. It's very solitary. I'm a fucking whale. This is a whale? Is that a fish, maybe? Is that a dolphin? It is! Hey, I'm a dolphin! This is actually probably the most responsive controls I've had the whole time. You can go fucking fast as a dolphin. Oh, fish. I can't go into this. Oh, no, it's bigger than me. That's why I couldn't go into. What the hell is that? Oh, I'm just an island now. All right. I don't want to be that. Let me go back. Oh, I guess I can probably descend. No, that's sad. How do I get to something smaller? I guess maybe if I go via an ice flow again?
Now, we come here to an extremely important principle, which is the different points of view you get when you change your level of magnification.
Well, I just did that.
That is to say, you can look at something with a microscope and see it a certain way. You can look at it with the naked eye and see it in a certain way. You look at it with a telescope and you see it in another way. Now, which level of magnification is the correct one?
All of them.
Well, obviously, they're all correct. They're just different points of view.
Hey, we agreed on something.
When we examine our bloodstreams under a microscope, we see there's one hell of a fight going on. All sorts of microorganisms are chewing each other up. And if we got overly fascinated with our view of our own bloodstreams in the microscope, we should start taking sides, which would be fatal, because the health of our organism depends on the continuance of this matter.
Is a blue whale?
What is, in other words, conflict at one level of magnification is harmony at a higher level. Now, could it possibly be, therefore, that we, with all our problems, conflicts, neuroses, sicknesses, political outrages, wars, tortures, and everything that goes on in human life, are a state of conflict, which can be seen in a larger perspective as a situation of harmony?
Blue whale and orca. Damn, I have got a lot of life going on at the moment. But right now, I want to be fish. I'm lots of fish. I'm salmon. feel a bit blue, but I know it will pass, so I don't allow it to take over. Good for you. I wish that I had that resolve sometimes. Gopher, you had salmon for dinner? Good. It's good for your body. It's got lots of healthy oil in it. And it's delicious, which means it's good for your soul. Now, if you don't mind looking at this for a little while, I need to read the chat because I have been ignoring it like the rude person that I am. Let's see. Oh, that's right. It just starts playing itself if you let it go. All right. Well, that's good. You get to watch the game play itself for a little bit. Fuck no! Don't go. Who said you could do that, asshole? Go for the Nautilus found an octopus breeding ground. Do you fucking mind? I was on that planet. Oh, is that a fucking... Yeah, let's get over there, please. Wow, I guess life has evolved technology a little bit since we were last at a human level. It's going to lead me to the gold thing. Maybe I don't want to go to the gold thing. Maybe I want to keep going aimlessly around forever. Now, I want to really know how this one makes noise. And what about dancing? Do you dance? No. What are you, mister? What do you mean I can't chase at full speed after a boat as an oil rig? It's like, oh god, oh fuck. How is an oil rig chasing me? The Nautilus found an octopus breeding ground. Were there lots of octopuses there, or they could just tell it was a breeding ground? Yes. Now I am boat. That's fun. I'm an icebreaker. Can I break ice? I can sail through it. But I have the feeling that's just how this game works. There are about 40 in a breeding position. Wow. So they were there at the right time of year and everything. That's incredibly lucky. I am boats. Near a hydrothermal vent. Wow. Meanwhile, like, most life can't even live near a hydrothermal vent. One day the sea will swallow me up and I won't be heard from ever again. I have this afternoon, though, this moment with you where we can both see it all happen together. Thank you. Oh man. I aspire to have that level of chill. Events with intervals between them.
And you can say, aha, at last I see, I got the point. I've seen how all this makes sense. But what this insight depended upon was your overcoming the illusion that space separates things. That is to say, the space, the interval between your body and mine. The interval created by birth at one end and death at the other. And then after somebody's death, then somebody else's birth. These are events with intervals between them. And normally we regard these intervals in time and these intervals in space as having no importance, no function. We tend to see the universe itself as really consisting in all the stars and galaxies. That's what it is. That's what we notice. But the space in which all this happens is sort of written off as something that isn't really there. But what one has to realize is that the space is an essential function of the things in the space. After all, you can't have separate stars unless there is a space around. Eliminate the space and you will see you couldn't have this phenomenon at all. And vice versa. You couldn't have the space. They wouldn't be there in any sense whatsoever if there weren't the bodies in it. So the bodies in the space and the space are two aspects of a single continuum. They're related together in exactly the same way as a back and a front. And you just don't get one without the other.
Never mind that I just like landed a bunch of ships on the continent. Are these different rocks because they have snow on them? Yeah, they are. Polar bear, fuck the rocks. I don't think it was meant to be doing that. Now it's bitching at me for not using transform enough. I want to be a seal. Oh, he hopped! Oh, it's so oh my god, look! I'm so happy right now! They hop! They fucking, look at them! Look at their fat little hoppy fins! This is the best thing. Out of all the things, this is the best one. You know how the game was trying to tell me before about what things are? Making me think about what things are and how things don't really exist? Well, things fucking do exist, because look at these things. Look at them bop. They go bop, 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 and they jump, and they're good. These are the best things. Things are worth existing just because these things exist. Oh man, I like them so much. You know what? Now that I've discovered them, I can become one whenever I want. So I'll leave these ones be here and I'll become a bear again. I don't want to break up their perfect family. Oh, I can descend. Let's do that. I know there's like a million other things I should be doing right now, including finding the gate. But, you know, I'm easily distracted. If you guys have been watching me this long and haven't worked out that I'm easily distracted, yeah. Probably need to think about how closely you've been paying attention to me. Is that a fucking frog in the snow? Oh yeah, sure, this works. A snow frog. Fucking... they would freeze to death. I'm a green frog that would definitely die. Is that feathers? I can't pick the feathers up. That's sad. Oh, I can't become anything yet because I didn't know what I was. Yeah, let's become feathers. This is amazing. Am I flying?
So the moment you see that intervals, that space is connective, you can understand at once how you are not just to be exclusively defined as a flash of consciousness that occurs between two eternal darknesses. That you consider that in the darkness that comes before your birth, there was no you, and in the eternal darkness that follows your death, there is likewise no you. And I'm going to discuss these matters not by appealing to any special spooky knowledge, as if I had been traveling on the higher planes and knew all my previous incarnations and therefore could tell you authoritatively that you are much more than this individuality. I'm going to do it on a basis of complete common sense, that everybody has access to the facts.
I'm Tiny Snow. Hehe. Some frogs have antifreeze in their body. That is really cool. I know some fish do because, you know, you see them getting around in like under frozen water, and you're like, what the fuck? But they've got antifreeze in their blood. I want to do an icy dance. All right. Right. Hang on. Let's do what we're actually supposed to be doing. I need to ascend. Oh, I can't do anything right now because I haven't. There we go. Ascend. He bounced! I'm so happy. You go bounce. A mammoth? That's pretty excellent. Oh my god, I'm so distracted. There's lots more mammoths to be friends with. Oh, there's moose. Oh, that's right, because I set it back to similar instead of just the same. Now we're just like every animal everywhere. Yes, let's be penguin. The penguins are also completely high. This is a vaguely terrifying sight. But yeah, I seem to... Did I just see this in the chat? Where are we? I think I might have seen it in the chat, but a little bit higher up. And now I've totally forgotten what I was talking about, so I'm going to actually have to go out of the game and scroll up the chat so I can work out what the fuck I was about to say. I have a really good brain sometimes, don't I? Oh, I remember what I was going to talk about. So Necro said, where are we? Necro said, penguins are gone, by the way. That it's like someone crossed philosophy with physics in a good way. Well, it's frequently... Is that a wheelbarrow? I want to be that. It's frequently talked about that once you get far enough into philosophy, you start doing mathematics, and vice versa. Once you get far enough into mathematics, you find that suddenly you've become a philosopher. So I think that's really interesting. The fact that you start with the most hard sciences of the sciences, and if you get too far into it, you end up back in the most arts of the arts. What? What just happened? Ah, fuck it, I'll just be trees again. Meanwhile, everyone is massively impatient for me to actually find the Golden Gate again. I found 40% of trees, that's not bad.
life is a pattern of immense complexity. And what you call yourself as a living organism, say, I am my whole body at the very least. Now, what is that body? That body is recognizable, and I recognize my friends when I meet them again, and you recognize me. Although the last time any of you saw me, I was absolutely something entirely different from what I am now. Just as the flame of a candle is never a constant. A flame of a candle is a stream of hot gas. Only you say the flame of the candle as if it were a constant. Well, it is a recognizably constant pattern. But in exactly the same way, we are all constant patterns. And that's all we are. The only thing constant about us at all is the doing rather than the being. It's the way we behave, the way we dance. Only there's no we that dances. There's just the dancing. There is no thing that whirlpools. There is the whirlpool. And in the same way, each one of us is a very, very delightfully complex undulation of the energy of the whole universe.
Somehow I became like a shark. I didn't intend to become a shark, but now that I am a shark, I quite like it. I wonder what noise a shark should make. No, that's silly. Alright, ascend, 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 ascend. I need to ascend. I wish to ascend. There we go, alright. So, where is the green planet? Shark goes nom. Nom nom nom. Like that? Like nom nom nom. Nom nom. That seems more realistic for me. What's this one? Is this a regular old ice planet? Let's just collect all the planets and fuck up gravity forever. Rip gravity. I'm in a different solar system. Fuck! I don't know how to get back. Do I just need to let it autoplay? Or can I go back there? Like, can I transform or warp there somehow? Some control that I completely ignored up to this point? Just listen. We're related. Alien planet? Fuck. No, no, no. Where is alien planet? I want that. Fuck, which one of these is alien planet? Is this alien planet? It looks pretty alien. Jesus, fuck this sky. Yes, I'm on the alien planet! What am I? I'm minerals. Obsidian. Nice. Whee! Some more kelp. Alright. Let's descend. Are there aliens? I wonder if these trees are like sentient. Wow, some of those rocks really look, well, they look like something. Yeah, whatever these orbs are, I want to be those. Look at these fucking things. What even are these? I need to find the specific shape in the shape plane where you came from. Oh, okay. So I think I was a sphere?
Because life is basically a game of hide and seek. Because life is pulsation. On and off. Here it is, and now it isn't. And by being this pulsation, we know it's there. Now, from those very tiny fast rhythms, which give us the impression of continuity, there are also in this universe immensely slow rhythms. And these are very difficult for us to keep track of. And they impress us and depress us as our own life and death, as our coming and going, which goes for what is to us such a slow pace that we can't possibly believe that it is really a rhythm. We think of it as our birth, as something quite unique that could never occur again because we're so close to it, you see, and it's moving so slowly.
I am Hilaria. This is a bird? Oh, what's that down there? I want to be it. I can't yet. That's fine. Maybe autoplay is key? Yeah, that could be an idea. Fuck, those aren't... I don't know what any of this shit is, but I like all of it. I'm Floob. Some of these look extremely like penises, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat that. Like, just there's a lot of things on this planet that looks like penises. You. Me. Rocks are the same no matter where they are. Rocks are always there for you. What are these mushrooms, though? And why do they sound like someone undoing their fly? I am Blobe. Necro, thank you for clipping the shark noises. I'm sure that will be very entertaining for me to revisit after the stream. That's the other thing with the clips, guys. I do actually go and watch those, so I'm like, oh, what kind of ridiculous nonsense did I say this time? Oh dear God. That's usually how that goes. Sidipia. I want to find an animal. Controls, I know. I know I can do that. I'm just boring and I'm doing other shit. Gonna sneeze. Fucking, I swallowed the sneeze and now like everything hurts. And I still need to sneeze. Just sneeze next time. I don't want to like sneeze into the mic. No, that's, yeah, go, yes, that, thank you. Yes. Yes.
The process of growth, the basic process of biology, is one in which lower orders are always being superseded by higher orders. But the lower order can never figure out, or only very rarely figure out, what the higher order is that's taking over. And may see it as a terrible threat, as total disaster, as the very end. But can never be aware that the principle of growth always has and always will continue. Because that's what's going on. But you never know what the next step is going to be, because if you did know, you wouldn't take it, because it would already be past. Do you understand this? That any certainly known future is an event of which we can say, you've had it. And in that sense, it's past. When we play a game, the outcome of the game becomes certain. We at that point cancel the game and begin a new one. Because the whole zest of the thing, which takes me back to the idea that this whole thing is a hide-and-seek game, is that you don't know what the next order coming up is.
Just making noises, don't mind me. I'm a pimp. No, see, I can't turn away from the mic because I have a headset. I don't use a separate mic. So I can't turn away from the mic to sneeze because the mic goes with my head. I'm a roach? Gross. Do I live in one dimension? Yes. I'll level with you. All the wisdom in the world isn't going to stop you needing to go to the bathroom every 14 minutes of your life. There's a mood. Well, maybe you should drink less, little rock whatever the fuck you were. I still am angry that I haven't found any animals on this planet. So we have to ascend. Necro, you're suffering allergies at the moment. Sorry to hear that. I'm allergic to just about everything in the air, so I definitely feel your pain. I want to be something even bigger. Actually, no, I don't want to be something bigger. I want to be something smaller. This something smaller. Because as these, I can travel. Let's see if we can find some animals. There's roaches. Maybe they didn't evolve mammals or anything like it on this planet. Wow, there's some lizards. Eee! They're pretty cool. Also, they can fucking jump. This is Planet Vaporwave. I've named it.
We have this rather myopic way of looking at things. And we screen out from attention anything that is not immediately important to a scanning system based on sensing danger.
Well, he's not wrong there.
Quite obviously, you as a complete individual are much more than the scanning system.
It's like a virus.
You are in
he bounced!
Relationships with the external world that on the whole are incredibly harmonious. the energies of life in the form of temperature, light, air, and food, and so on, are streaming through you all at this moment in the most magnificently harmonious way. When anything is constant, it says, okay, that's safe, it's in the bag, you needn't pay attention to that anymore. And therefore, we eliminate systematically from our awareness all the gorgeous things that are going on all the time, and instead only become focused on the things, the troublesome things that might happen to upset it. Which is all right, but we make too much of it. We make so much of it that we identify our very selves, I, ego, with the radar, with the troubleshooter. And that's only a tiny fragment of one's total being.
I'm a bacteriophage. So yeah, I am. I'm a fucking virus, and it's apparently been put under animal. That's a bit of a controversial classification. Hello, Dabashful. You have changed your username, haven't you? Just a little bit. Yes, give me a lizard. I want to be lizard. Don't you walk away from me. That is also a very cute sheep emote you've got there, Dabashful. So, did you think it's Alan Watts talking? I don't know who that is, and I've told you many, many times I cannot look at links during chat. Do you want to give me a sentence or two sentences that that give me the gist of who he is? Is he a philosophy professor? I've been here. I wonder if lizards is all we're going to get in terms of life on this planet. Maybe it is. An American and British philosopher from the 1930s. Yeah, that more or less checks out with the kinds of things that he's saying. God, what a time that must have been to be alive. They'd just gotten out of the water and/or wars, and yet they could see it going into another war. Not to get political, and let's not go there, but this game, I don't know, on the one hand, it's not like I hate the philosophy, but on the other hand, I don't like it getting so close to politics because I don't want to discuss that on the stream. Not everything needs to be for Linnie. You're right, Necro. But if it's on my stream, I want to know about it. Alright, fuck this. Let's ascend. Actually, you know what? No. Let's not ascend. Let's descend. Descend is my favorite. Hey, I'm a new sort of bug too. Oh, and there's a buddy. What else we got? Oh, this is a much richer life-wise spot than the previous one. Is that a fucking snowflake? Can I become snow? I want to be snowflake. I want to be snowflake. Can I be a snowflake? Are these like moving rocks? Oh no, it's just more obsidian. Okay. Looks like scarab beetle, except alien. Telodic, be nice. I care about everyone here. He interpreted and popularized Eastern philosophy for a Western audience. Yeah, okay, that would explain why this sounds so much like Buddhism then.
you very soon realize that your existence is not something that is just the hopeless little creature that's suddenly confronted with a great big external world that goes gah at him, and eats him up. Every tiniest little thing that comes into being, every minute little fruit fly or gnat or bacterium, I will go so far as to say, is an event upon which this whole cosmos depends. This thing goes both ways. It's not only that every little organism which exists depends on its total environment. The reverse is also true, that the total environment depends on each and every one of those little organisms. So that you could say this universe consists of an arrangement of pattern in which every event is essential to the whole thing. Now, we screen that idea out of our consciousness in exactly the same way that we screen out the perception of space as an important reality. Just as we pay attention to the figure and ignore the background, so we see one way of looking at things, mainly that the organism is very frail against the environment.
Fucking truth
it
bombs
lasts
around
a long
here.
time, the environment, but the organism only lasts a short time. What do you mean the environment lasts a long time? What does the environment consist of? Just a lot of little things. When you get far enough away from all the organisms and the little bits of things, you see the environment in another scale of magnification. But actually, the whole thing is arranged in a polar system where the enormous depends on the tiny and the tiny depends on the enormous. And you get a relationship between these extremes, which can be called a transaction. They always go together. So in this way, we are always, as it were, overemphasizing a certain aspect of our experience.
Even on an alien planet, we can't get away from the pollen. What's this? Oh, I want to be that. These little mites. I'm literally an unknown particle. That's incredible. These fucking little... Is that like a butt? Which side is the butt? That has to be the butt. Maybe they only have one hole? I don't know. Excuse me, Telodic? Like, is this a thing that you know what it is? What the hell? What the hell is a tardigrade? Alright, someone's gonna have to explain that one for me. What the fuck am I looking at? Oh, it's from the recent Star Trek. Okay, I'm like... I did well in biology in high school. Like, why the fuck does everyone know about this except me? It's a real animal. Okay. Well, yeah, but that... Okay, I now understand that they're real. Are they also a microscopic creature? They're on our face. Oh, they're... So, yeah, I was right. They're mites. Micro animals. Little water bears. Oh, that's so cute. I'm just pollen again. Fucking pollen. Gets everywhere. Where are we? Even the alien planet has mycobacterium. Oh my god, what are these? They can even survive in outer space? Wow. I'm golden staff. Amazing. This alien planet has golden staff. Tardigrades are among the most resilient known animals, with individual species able to survive extreme conditions that would be rapidly fatal to nearly all other known life forms, such as exposure to extreme temperatures, pressures, air deprivation, radiation, dehydration, and starvation. And they've survived after exposure to outer space. Fascinating. Now I'm just like, rock. Gemstone, oh that's nice. I will dance. I will dance the gemstone dance. You know what this makes me think of? This particular stage. It reminds me of Spore, the very first stage of Spore. And I've been those before. What have I got over here? A couple of things I haven't been. There's a few of us. I'm fluorine, okay. There's silicon over there. Can fluorine and silicon bind? Do they become something? Tardigrades have been found basically everywhere, from deep in the ocean to forests in Antarctica. Nice! Fluorine can react with almost anything. Aren't there things that, like, don't react, though? I thought that silicon was one of those things that's very unreactive. I don't know why I thought that. Probably just something half remembered from high school, which, once again, and for those who might not have come here as often, is 15 years ago for me. Maybe not quite 15 years ago, but it's getting there. Glass is silicon dioxide. Yeah, totally right. Of course. Oh, I found a different atom. That's nice. That looked like a fucking neuron. What the hell? Yeah, these. What the fuck are these? Now I'm sulfur. Cool. I can descend now, but... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Fuck. Whoa. They're different shapes now? That one. Interesting. Silicon tetrafluoride. I don't know what that is. You guys are acting like I should know what that is.
And we say now, what is important about people? Is there unique individuality? And we have been given an immense psychic investment in our own individuality by our upbringing. What are you going to amount to? What are you going to contribute to human life? What's your particular destiny going to be? It's a fine idea. But the thing we don't understand is that it won't work, this great idea, without being balanced with its opposite. Just as you can't have the back without the front. So you cannot have the values of a unique personality unless at the same time everybody recognizes that there is another level at which we're not unique at all, but that I am you and you are I. See, every one of you feels that you're the center of the universe. And that everything else is happening around you in a circle. You can turn around and you can see sort of equally far in all directions, especially if you're in a ship in the middle of the ocean. So you're in the middle. And it's true from the standpoint of astronomy.
It's a boob statue again.
We live in a curved space-time continuum. That is to say, in a universe at which every point may be regarded as the center. Consider a sphere.
Thank God.
Here's a ball. What
is that
point
a peach?
on this ball is the center of its surface?
No, we're playing now.
You can see at once that any point can be the center of its surface. So legitimately, all points in the universe are the center.
I want to be this ring. What the hell? How advanced must this civilization be if we have fucking rings? So I was auto-playing there. I'm a solitaire ring. There you go. Now I'm really reminded of Katamari. Go for the noble gases is what I was trying to think of. Aren't I good at brain? I'm so good at brain. Imagine forgetting the fucking noble gases. Christ. Put me in the bin. I'm done. I am Peach.
Dear Mario, please come to the castle. I've baked a cake for you. Yours truly, Princess Toadstool. Peach.
Oh, the fruit makes really gross noises. Why? Why does beautiful fruit, my favorite thing in the whole world, make those gross noises? Grape. Hey, it's a snail. Let's see if I can make him go fast. Eh, not so much. We can be friends with the snail, though. These chestnuts? What do you think about chestnuts, chat? Good? You are chestnut, you are twig. One is little, one is big. Now I am raspberry, which is definitely among my favorite fruits. Let's dance around the onion. There's at least one other biome I haven't seen yet. Cool. Oh, Go, if you were thinking of water chestnuts. Well, funny thing, I can actually eat water chestnuts, but I cannot eat regular chestnuts because they're a nut, right? And I'm allergic. But water chestnuts aren't a nut, so I can eat them. I really like this biome. This is like a biome that could actually support human life. Necro, you didn't know chestnuts were edible? Yes, they are. You even live somewhere where they're from. They're fine, but there's better nuts? Okay. Did I not? Oh, for fuck's sake, I meant to activate that speech. Too late. Is that like a... I want to be that, but it looks like I can't. I'm in a fucking veggie patch. I just realized I'm in a veggie patch. Chestnuts are a mediocre nut. Oh, that's sad. In Japan, There's quite a few chestnut desserts in autumn. Look at this caterpillar. I can see a few very fashionable caterpillars in chat as well. Courtesy of Comrade Cry. There's that lizard. I was looking for him. Hey, he bounced! A good Venus doesn't go looking for problems in others, but just keeps heading on towards their goal. Sound advice from the boob statue. I am Gecko. Very good. Have I got this yet? No. God, that's unwholesome. Just like absorbing everything. I am moss. I want to be a lily. Hey, I got an achievement for the flowers. It's called Flower Child. Oh shit, are these the seed pods that I fucking love to death? I love flying seed pods. They're my favorite biological thing. Oh, is this mosquitoes? Yeah, I'll be a mosquito. Can I kill my mosquito brethren? Meow. They look kind of, what's the word I'm looking for here? Graceful when you're in the view of the mosquito. As opposed to how I usually feel about mosquitoes. All of my feelings towards which can be summed up by swearing. Can I be malaria? Let's see, can I descend into the... Oh, I can descend from here. I swear to fucking God if I'm inside the mosquito and can actually be malaria right now. Got some pollen. There's something we don't know about yet. This could be malaria. It looks like RNA. No, it looks like DNA. Is this fucking DNA? I am DNA. Shit. That's another atom. I think I might legit be inside the mosquito. Neon. Not sure it would have neon in it, but that's alright. What's this? Are these like fucking mitochondria? Where'd they go? The other ones. There they are. Descend into can I just... Holy shit! I got it right! Guys, I got it right! I am a real, like, biology student after all! I got it right! It was mitochondria! I am really excited that I got that right. You want me to descend into DNA? Alright, if I find some more, I'll try. Oh my god, it's a fungus? The fuck? Is that the DNA up there? Yeah, there it is, there it is, there it is. Let's see if I can descend. I can! Oh, but it's just shapes again. Oh, fuck. It's new shapes, though. Like, it's new shapes. I have not been in this set of shapes before. It's always you.
We are all like the nerve ends on your own skin. See, at every point on your skin, there's a little nerve end going beep and getting information from the outside world. Another and another and another, all over. And they all constitute your total sensitivity. So in the same way, when all these people sitting around here, with their little eyes and little ears and things, they're going beep, and they're all really one common center called I, which is looking at itself from ever so many different points of view. Only, we are so close to it, and we are so absorbed in the different ways each one of them is doing, that we neglect the community underneath. But we don't realize, you see, that just as we know how to do this, we know equally well how to turn the sun into light, how to blue the sky, how to blow the wind, how to wave the ocean, how to digest food, and I might add, to be digested and transformed. But the pattern keeps going, and it's always you. Only you see, you have this marvelous capacity to transform yourself without knowing that you're doing it. Therefore, you keep surprising yourself, and therefore you keep on doing it. Because if you didn't surprise yourself, you wouldn't go on doing it. It's just the very fact, you see, that you seem to be the victims of a thing you don't understand, and that you seem to conclude your life every time in a wipeout called death, where all your control goes. It's just exactly that opposite condition to what you call being alive that allows you to be alive.
Whoa, when did I become an electron? Fuck. Good night, sledding. I want to descend. I want to see if there's other basic shapes. But I can't get small enough. The weather, and I'm not sure I know there's other tetraclouds, and sometimes other tetraclouds, and accept the bathroom every 14 minutes of our own opinion. Oh my god, it's like talk to what was it called? Talk to text? There's people here who know what I'm talking about. The text story generator that Vinnie streamed. Talk to Transformer, thank you. Fucking hell, I'm just stuck here now. I can't get back down. I can't find anything small enough to let me descend further. Oh, yes, I can. There we are. I can descend now. Oh wait, no, I'm back at stars. I don't want to be stars. I want to ascend. All right. Good. And where's something bigger than me? Oh, I'm a new shape. Hey, I've got 50% of 1D. Awesome. The reason it's called that is because the neural network used has an architecture called a transformer. And you're training one of those? Tell us a little bit about it. That sounds interesting. No, ascend, please. Ascend. I can't ascend right now, apparently. Yeah. I'd like to end up back where I was, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do that. Oh my god. I'm oxygen now. Well, at least that's new. No, that's not what I wanted. I want to send. Am I on an alien world now? Jesus, every time I go back up, it's somewhere different. Yes, I will be a sphere. And now can I ascend? I'm hydrogen! Holy shit! Understanding language is hard for a computer. Yep, got you there. Understanding language is also hard for humans. But we do have a lot more information that we can draw on compared to machines. You're in the middle.
One of the first things which everybody should understand is that every creature in the universe that is in any way sensitive and in any manner of speaking conscious regards itself as a human being. That is to say, it knows and is aware of a hierarchy of beings above it and a hierarchy of beings below it. If you take such a tiny creature as a fruit fly, which lives only a few days, it is aware of all sorts of weird little animals and objects and spores floating in the atmosphere which we don't even notice unless we've got a microscope around. And it criticizes them as being inferior animals and all that sort of thing. Whereas human beings are things that it doesn't comprehend. They're as much outside its intellect as a quasar is outside ours. And we see these far-off objects floating in the heavens, and we have only the vaguest idea of what they may be. But there is, I think, a fundamental principle that everybody must understand, and that is the principle of relativity. That is to say that wherever you are, and whoever you are, and whatever you are, you're in the middle. That's the game.
Did it just say I was botulinum? No, I was previously botulinum, but not at the moment. Okay. Alright, where are we? A transformer basically walks through every word in a text and adapts it by making contextual links between different words. Okay, well that's how we read. Which is why the output from Talk to Transformer is so much better than typical AI outputs, okay? The ones we're used to only maintain context for short phrases. You can get sentences that flip between topics wildly. So, in other words, it attempts to discern the main topic of a particular paragraph or piece of text. This is actually, I'm very familiar with this because reading science is what I did my master's degree in. And reading science... the hell, I must keep going. Bye. Right. So I'm familiar with all the parts of speech, the language that you have to sort of talk about when you're talking about these kinds of things. But I just haven't seen it applied in this way because I was about how humans acquire language rather than about machines. Oh, I'm a stick. if you had the opportunity to co-author a few papers about it. That's really cool. How did you find the authoring experience? Wasn't my favorite part of academia, co-authoring. Is this hair or like some sort of parasitic worm? Because parasites make me want to die. Like, I hate them. Is this a hair? Are we like on a dog or something? I am hair. Oh, thank God. I can ascend now. Good stuff. Am I in a city? This is so exciting! I'm asphalt. That's the. It's Cookie. It's Cookie. It's Cookie. We're a Cookie. This is the best thing ever. No, it's not the best thing ever because it's not a bouncy seal. Is this cigarette butt? Holy shit. People in this, look how it moves. Look how it moves. And now it's stuck. It's stuck. Oh, that's hilarious. I think I'd rather be a Cookie. If there's a trash cat, oh, there's a trash cat. There's a trash category. Look at this. This is wonderful.
When you stand and you can see
Dog
a
poop?
horizon all around you to exactly the same distance, you're in the center of a circle because your senses extend a certain direction in all directions and therefore give you the impression of being in the middle. Now, everything in the world feels like that. And also it has its own kind, which look natural to it. You see, spiders and hydras and sea urchins and so on don't look very natural to us. We say, well, I wouldn't want to look like that. But they say when they see us, well, what kind of an awful thing is that? And what a lot of nonsense it does. Because the definition of a person is where you look from. And they, you see, in their situation, feel just as cultured as we can possibly feel. And they have their distinctions and their snobberies, just in the same way that we do. Because you see, they dig all sorts of things that we don't even notice. We think a person is cultured because they play the piano or the violin or they read poetry or they have a big library and they have paintings all around and they have a fancy house and so on, and we say, well, there's a person of culture, and we can see at once that this is really some rather elegant human being. But when you get down into the world of fishes, they have exactly the same thing. Only, instead of depending on collecting a lot of books and things like that, it is the precise way, the very subtle wiggles of a tail, the little tremors of vibration that makes one fish a very superior fish as compared with other fish. And all the other fish look at that one and say, oh my, to be like that, what a genius. To be able to do just that little extra thing, see? Because they're very sensitive. Even airplanes in formation can't begin to do what birds and fish can do in their communal swirling dances that they do.
I like the music in this area. I am 8-ball. Look, it's another realistic movement animation. Gopher says the best thing about computer science. What the hell are these things? The best thing about computer science is that normal people can do it too. It's much more accessible than physics. That's really cool. I think I've told this story on stream before, but like my entire life up to the age of like fucking 16 or 17, something like that. Oh, I'm used gum. That's nice. Can I be something a bit less gross? Like canned meat? Yeah, so for ages and ages, I wanted to be a computer scientist, but I got such little encouragement in mathematics and science that it just seemed impossible to me. Now we Katamari. Kind of. Flashlight, chat. Be very careful to read the correct vowel. Is that a chicken leg? I want to be a chicken leg. I like chicken. Yes. I am chicken drumstick. Alright, I think it's time to ascend. I was in a trash bag this whole time. I was in a trash bag this whole time. Well, let's upgrade from being a trash bag to a trash can, shall we? Oh, the trash can is our friend. I want to be a car. I want to be a car. I want to be a car. Yes! Oh my god, I'm so many cars. Oh, now it's getting a bit Katamari. Oh, don't worry, I'll make the cars dance, but we gotta get a few more first. I just got an achievement called One Great Self-Driving Mind. But I mean, ideally, this is how self-driving would work, right? Like, they'd all be connected to the one AI network in a given city, and they'd just all, like, it would know how to make all the cars move around based on where people wanted to get to and how the traffic was.
Here is a very strange thing. That every creature, therefore, which feels that it is human, and which knows that it's there in the same way as you know you're here, experiences being here as constituting a sort of blockage. The sensation of a certain tension which constitutes the feeling of I-ness, of there-ness, of being here. Because after all, every creature is a particular form. Everything is individual.
We are all
Not
individuals.
only you as a total organism standing here, but all the component cells of your body. Each one of them has some sort of a feeling of its own. And it is individual. You can look at a microscope at the right level of magnification, and you can see that thing there with its own little life. And if you examine the stream of your blood, you'll find it full of all kinds of organisms that are having all sorts of conspiracies and games and plots and eating each other and doing these things that like we do. Only we realize that we wouldn't be healthy as a total organism unless there were all these wars and fights and plots and politics going on between the various cells in our blood. But from their point of view, you see, they feel a little bit put out because they're being organized.
That's a good question. If what they'll turn on at night, I don't know. I'm gonna switch into something different, but that would be cool to know. I'm just like, could you imagine like the reality of what you're seeing right now? Like all these shipping containers and like other essential city items just like moving themselves through the city. You would be scared as fuck. This also makes it really clear how the looping happens. Now that I've stuck all of the town streetlights in the middle of town, I can really easily orient myself. It's really clever, actually. Really nicely done. These fucking trash cans. We ready to start moving buildings, everyone? Ah, now we're in real Katamari hours. I got an achievement called Structuralist for doing this. Alright, well, let's become a tower. Oh, I opened the tech category, okay. I'd like to collect these. No, not that. I want... Oh, look, they are turning on at night. Maybe it's actually smaller? Yeah, that's the one. The residential buildings. Georgian homes. All right. But let's do what's really important at this time. Oh, I should get the bus shelter, but then I'm going to do the lights again. Look at this fucking destroyed city.
There is this sensation of practically every living being of constituting a center of tension and of resistance. That is to say, of being a little bit blocked, or shall I say, of being in the way, being in one's own way. Imagine the opposite. Let us suppose, for example, that you got up in the morning with a feeling of total transparency. There's no resistance in your organism to the external world. You just float through it. You're part of it, it's part of you. And just in the same way, for example, that when you see, if you see well, you aren't aware of your eyes.
There they are.
But if there's something wrong with your eyes, and you see spots in front of you, then you are looking at your eyes, and your eyes are getting in your own way. And so in exactly the same way, the perfect form of man is unaware of himself, because he doesn't get in his own way. He is thus, in this sense,
check this
completely
out.
transparent.
Good night, Ash. Have a good one. Fucking check this out. I am the March of the Streetlights. This is kind of amazing, and I love this. Ah. Sorry, I just gotta work out what my phone is trying to do. It's trying to be annoying is what it's trying to do. Alright. Shall we ascend? I think we should ascend. Game also decided I should ascend, so that's convenient. Oh, you know what? I don't think we went into the, where are we? I need to get over here. I don't think we got into the crane yet. Yep, just be water, be a transparent fluid, and don't get in your own way. All sounds easy, all sounds good. The garbage truck loves me. I'm a crane. And I'm getting tired from all this craning around. So I'm gonna ascend, see what's what. Then I might have to go. daytime again. So, I mean, the one thing we haven't done is get back to that, the gate, right? So maybe that's what I should do next time. Hopefully let it autoplay me back to where I need to be. And then, oh, is that like a cool ship? Sure is. I'm so easily distracted when I play this. There's always something cool to look at. Can you imagine how much effort must have gone into just getting everything into this game? There's just so many things that had to get put in. Alright. One last monologue that's going to get me VOD muted, and we shall finish for the night. I will be around tomorrow with the pack of games that... Oh, for fuck's sake! Alright, we're going to find it again. That Comrade put together for me, hopefully, so long as that all works easily enough. Then on Sunday it will be Shivering Isles, hopefully the end. And then on Monday, I don't know, maybe I'll stream. It's a holiday where I will be, so there you go. Think of all your greatest qualities and imagine others you can still learn. Sincerity, dignity, industriousness, sobriety, to be frugal, considerate and honest, and temperate in mood, to carry yourself with authority, to avoid whining, flattery and bragging. Within you is the bottomless capacity to improve yourself. You bastard! And yet you choose to sit there and play video games. Why? Because I like them! You little shit. There it is. Fucking game telling me off for playing it. Alright. Let's do this. Hopefully. Can I get close enough? It's kind of a cool perspective, but no, the cloud is too high. Fuck's sakes. Honestly, guys, I was going to call it just like the com pack. Because com sent it, and it's a pack. We do have a very handsome bag graphic for it, though. Compact bag. Do that. Com, your first language isn't even English, and you're doing English better than I am. Well done. Oh, God. Yes, I want to be this continent. No, I don't want to be that. Fuck's sakes. Oh, what's that? I do kind of want to go down. No, 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 no. We have to finish. We have to fucking finish. I am so tired. Oh, we're a house. That's nice. Chaos in the streets today as houses up and started moving of their own accord. Linnie on the scene has more. Linnie, what's the situation? I don't fucking know what's going on. Fighting the external world.
Do you know, if you study your body and its dynamics, you will find that you are fighting all the time. Most people are, some aren't. But most people are fighting the external world all the time.
Yep.
Very many people are afraid that they will fall apart or somehow disintegrate if they don't make efforts to hold themselves together.
Yep.
Or else that they will be disintegrated by some outside agency
Yep.
if they're not constantly on the alert like this. All around,
I feel personally attacked.
Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't do that, but I'm inviting you to become immensely aware of the fact that if you do that at all, that you do it. And that you have, therefore, this sense of being alone, of being a particular, separate form that is unlike any other form on earth. That's just you. And concentrate on that.
You know, I've come around to this philosophy guy a little bit more. But yeah, we've done what I said we would. We listened to one more thing. I disintegrated a castle while we were doing that, which is quite fun. Have you disintegrated a castle today? I would really like to know what's going on over here though. Hang on a sec. Oh. That's cute. Oh, it's a campfire, that's why. What are you? Are you just a little light for no reason, or are you a bug? I am deer. That's nice. Can I become venison? Apparently not. Oh, hang on, can I be toilet? I would like to be toilet. Yes, I would like to finish the stream as toilet. What's the cry of a toilet? No, that was a cow. A creaky wooden sound. I am outhouse. Let's put him somewhere really, really prominent, really impressive. There we go. The majestic outhouse. I swear to God, it's bouncing like something out of Banjo-Kazooie. Okay, no, fuck, don't. No, you gotta stay here and be majestic while I'm finishing the stream. Alright, guys. Thank you so much for joining me for this allegedly 2-hour stream, which has now gone for 2 hours and 52 minutes because I have no self-control. I had a lot of fun. I came around to philosophy guy, like I said. I'm sure he can still lose me. There is a reason I stopped doing philosophy after high school. But yeah, it was a fun time. I'll be around tomorrow and Sunday, maybe Monday. We'll see how I'm going. I hope you guys have had a good night. If you have, maybe I'll see you again. But for now, I'm going to let you go and enjoy the rest of your lives. Get out there. What was the game saying? Like, you need to get out there. Necro wrote it down. Be transparent. Be fluid. Be unaware of yourself and just don't get in your own way. Alright, guys. Have a good one. And Outhouse has had enough. Outhouse is fucking off. Alright. Let me fuck off too. Have a good one, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.